Hi guys. So now we have to see the workflow of JIRA, how we can use the JIRA tool for the project management. So we can log into the JIRA. Actually, I created the account here, but you have to create the account for JIRA for the free trial. We can log into JIRA. Okay. So you can go to the JIRA login page or so if you click Jira, you can go to the sign up page and you can give like your email. So on clicking the sign up page, you can redirect it to Jira page to log in. So as I had account already, so I was redirected to login page. Yes, you can create the new one. So you have three templates to make efficient of Jira. I will go for Scrum process. So for a Scrum framework, I will choose a Scrum. And there are three frameworks and templates to get through into the Jira. I'm using the Scrum again, and I will click next. So first we can give our project name like Phoenix Change Healthcare, because I will choose Change Healthcare web application as my project. So first I want to give you the brief of this Change Healthcare application. This is the healthcare application where it can provide application functionalities for insurance company, providers, payers, etc. So here what does the work means once if the patient go into their providers. For example, providers are the doctors who give the treatment to the customers. So who give the treatment, who will provide their service will be called as the providers, and payers. The payers is nothing but an insurance company where if the providers give a treatment for the customer, it can redirect it to the insurance company. Only the insurance company can pay their amount to the providers. So we can tell like uh, we can tell like patient. Okay, patient go to the hospital. like we will tell as the doctors are cleaning. Okay, then doctors will give a treatment to the patients. So here the treatment providers, once the treatment was done, the payers will give money, payers will give the treatment cost or money or the fees, anything we can say. So give fees or the payment to the providers or the doctors. So the flow is patients will get, patients having insurance. So patients having insurance, then insurance company will pay the treatment cost to the providers. So there is the three domains. Okay, there is the three domains where we can say as insurance providers. So we can say the insurance company as a payer. Okay, payer. So provider will give the treatment. Here we can say as patient or customers. Okay. So the workflow is customers paying insurance to the payers. Payers will pay the treatment cost to the providers. Providers provide the treatment to the customers. So these three will be the main domain. Okay, we will split like uh, this three domain. Uh, so this CHC is an application to help these three clients. Okay, because in US there is no direct flow. Okay, because if the provider or if the doctors will give a treatment to the customers or patients now, then the provider have to submit the treatment photos or videos or whatever they are spending with the customers. They have to submit the proof to the payers. Then only the payers can approve that treatment plan and cost, and then they will pay the provider. And the payment will be in in the separate flow, or it's also a very tedious process, and it should not be the direct way. They can give through some of the platforms, or the credit systems or some other ways. We will see the only one flow from payers to providers. Okay, we will see these type of tedious process can be handled by the CHC application. So CHC application is a third party or a tool or the web application which will help these payers which will help the providers to get money from the payers. So this type of complicated flow or this type of complicated things can be resolved by the CHC platform. So they will do the steps and follow-ups to get the money from the payers. Okay, so this is the simple application, simple functionality of the CHC project. We will only focus on this one application. Okay, so as we already know, right, what is the agile methodology? First, we have to know that agile methodology is nothing but we have to design, we have to require the requirements from the project have to be handled, correct? So CHC is nothing but first we have requirement gathering. Once the requirements are collected, the second step is we have to design, right? Once design was completed, we have to go for a development, then testing, then deploy, then production. So these are the main steps we handled in the agile process. To help this agile process, the JIRA is a main tool which will handle this agile process. It's like a iterative process because for each and every project, the project can never end. It's always having a frequent iterations by getting the new requirements, user compatibility, then version updations and everything. So the project have to be increased each and every day by getting the more and more requirements. So uh, so this project can be splitted into many modules and features. For example, as I said before, as I already said, the uh, s- uh, project can be broken into many modules where each and every module is comprised of many functionalities. Okay, so we will go for this slide. Here the project is broken into many epics. For example, payers, providers, customers, everything. Okay, and one epic can be divided into multiple stories. Here the story handles the functionalities or the page of the futures. For example, I will give the provider as the epic. But in provider, we can have a login page for the provider, if sign up page for the provider, providers history, or providers content, or providers database, or what are the clients the providers having. So these are all the database and the content for the providers, right? These are all the each and every functionality of the particular epic. So to maintain this project, we will go for a project management tool called JIRA. So this is the JIRA tool. We can create the project first. Okay, so here I will create a CHC as a project. Okay, and we can select the story, sorry, epic. So as I already said before, the project uh, can be broken into many modules called the epics. Okay, for example, if we are going to the change healthcare platform, see, this is the change healthcare homepage, correct? In this homepage, if I'm selected only one sign in, okay, here the sign in is having many modules like product applications. In this product application, we are having the many functionalities. You can see here, right? Find, access, and log in to your product application portal as a current customer. So in this product application itself, we are having many features or many functionalities. So the set of features or functionalities in a particular module, it is called a epic. So here in CHC, I will just take this product application is one epic, product support portal is the other epic, marketplace login is the one more epic, and community login is one more epic. So I'm having four epics for the provider. Okay, so the epic will be created like product application, product support portal, marketplace login, etc. So uh, by the way, by the way, I will create the okay. I will create a epic, and in the start of the project, I'm just creating the epic as of now. So it will be in the status of to do. Okay. So here the status will be like to do, in progress, and done. What is going to do if if the epic or if the future is not getting started? It's only initiated. So I'm just putting the status as to do. If I'm a developer, I will start working in this epic, then I will be changed into the in progress. Okay, once this epic was completed, I will be changed status as done. So like this, each and every field is having a meaning, will be related into the current scenarios of the project. And if I start creating the epic now, so I will just giving my functionality as a summary. For example, I will giving the signing page. Okay, so uh, if I'm selecting, so I'm giving like sign up page. Okay, sign up page, and I'm just linking this epic for my sprint one. So what does mean by sprint? The sprints are all nothing but it's a timeline. So the entire project will be split into many modules, correct? So all the modules will not be in the same priority. For example, if I'm enter into the CHC, the first thing is I have to sign up. So once I can sign up, I'm able to see all the products as per the sign-in customer, right? For example, if I'm a provider, so once the provider can log in, I can see the what are the tools with will respect to that provider can be appeared. For that purpose, I will set a priority for the epic user stories and tasks. Okay, so if I'm getting the sign up page as a summary, I will be giving like a priority. So based on the priority, the developers can pick up the epics and stories and everything. So the as per the priority, we can create the epics, user stories, and etc. So I will give the sign up page, and I will be posted for sprint one. For example, if I'm only showing that marketplace products, it is not a priority and it will be depend on this sign up page. Correct. So I can link this epic or user story to the particular or dependent epics or stories. Okay. So if any work will be dependent on the other, we can make the dependency tag on that. So I will, so what is the sprint for this particular epic can be displayed, we can choose here. And we have to give the descriptions. For example, I'm just giving the sign up page, right? But how can I achieve that sign up page? It may be like acceptance criteria. We have to give like acceptance criteria. Then once the home page have to be land on, after clicking the sign up button, I will be redirected into the sign up page. So this type of proceedings and acceptance criteria have to be given here. And if I'm having a Figma design, for example, this page should be appear like this way. So I'm already having the Figma design. In the design, the entire web page and functionalities can be displayed on the Figma. So I can give the Figma link. And if I'm having that image with me, then I can paste the image as well in the description itself. So, and to whom I want to assign, I can give it, but if it can be decided later by the team lead or someone else, or as per the developers also, they can pick up the stories, pick up the epic and stories, whatever. Here, if we are giving any labels, we can pick up the labels here, and the parent. Okay, if I'm having a mini stories, or if the store is depending on this epic or story can be selected here, and when it can be started and what is the due date, everything can be picked up here. Start date, due date, and demo. Here on the project management, as a product owner, I have to decide the sprint one delivery or sprint two delivery, everything. So I will give the timeline and the demo sessions. On the demo, I will be give a label of the date or something as per the project requirement. We can design these labels, and we will link the labels as well. These are and these are roles. For example, if I'm a product owner, I'm having access to the entire epic stories, bugs, and everything. But as a tester, I don't have the access for the epics and stories. I'm only to create the bugs as per the stories and tasks. So I can give the user access in this in this field. Okay. So likewise, if I'm having a if I'm a product owner, I can split the project into the different epics, right? So if I click this checkbox, I can continuously creating the epics first. Okay, so I can create the continuous if I want to create the epic continuously, if I'm clicking this checkbox, I can frequently creating the epics. Okay, once the epic creations was done, I will go to sorry, I can create the user stories. Okay, so so So, if I want to create a user stories, I will go to the issue type like a stories. So, this is the step ahead of the epic creations. Once the epic was created, under the epic, what are the functionalities have to be done can be created as a epic as a stories. So this is also we can give a story as a issue type, and if I want to do the login page under the providers, I can give like a login page. Okay, so the description respective to this story can be described here, similar to the epic creation, and the assigning and everything have to be done similar to the epic, but the difference is nothing but the difference is nothing but this is the project, this is the epic creation, this is the user story creation, and under the story we can create a task. Okay, number of tasks. For example, here I'm creating the user story as a login page. What are the tasks for the login page? We have to design a login page, right? And after that, the button should be clickable or API should be created. So that is the task number two. First, task number one is the UI creation. Task number two is API creation. Task number three is DB or table creation. That is the backend process. So these three tasks are under the single user story. Once these three tasks are done, the fourth task is to integrate all of these three tasks to make that user story to be functionable, right? So here we can create like a task. Here I will be create like a table creation or marketplace product table, marketplace table, and for that the architect will be design a table structure. So that link and description should be written here. So we can choose the label, and we can give a parent for a scrum 1 or scrum 2 something, and we can choose a team, then sprint, to which sprint I have to give, then story point estimate. Yes, for the each and every task the developer should give a story point. This will be done in the sprint plan meeting. Sprint planning, in sprint planning itself, the future the epic creation we have a certain points like 120 or 200. um, Behind that epic we will split into the user stories, right? And the user stories is also having the certain point. So each and every task have to be done. We have the developer should give a story point estimate in the sprint planning itself. So as per the sprint plan meeting, they will update the story point, and if it will be get delayed or some any interdependencies or any delays, they have to update the story point estimate. So this is also done as per the project requirement and everything. So here there are many options or many features like you in your work they will give a in progress state to do, and everything will be coming under this your work and projects. So what are the projects will be created by the respective product owner can be displayed here, and we can get access through this links, and we can use this filter for the selections, and here dashboard. So I'm created the CHC workflow in this dashboard. In what point of view I have to see this workflow? For example, I will just seeing in point of like assignee are created or something. So I can see this workflow as per the created dashboards. Okay, and in this activity stream I just wanted to include this activity stream in my workflow because this tool can be monitored by the product owner or the scrum master. In a project there are many number of players will play as a developers, testers, as a DevOps engineer and everything, and I want to monitor the team, correct? So if anyone is updated, or if they create, for example, if the testers will create some bugs, okay, for that respective user stories are epics, or if any of the developer has, or tester will give me any suggestions or enhancement of the project, they will create the task, right? So it will be coming into the product bonus point of view, whether it can be added or it can be ignored, or is there any dependencies or interruptions to the other epics. So this type of uh, things will be coming in point of product owner, and it will be the major play role of the product owner. Okay, so I will be going under this dashboard and the teams. Okay, we can add a team, we can create a team for the projects, right? So there are many teams and we can add this through the team and plans. So for this CHC plan, CHC project, I will be created many plans, correct? So here I'm planning to give a demo to the stakeholders or the product owner at the end of the every sprint. So I'm creating the plan here. So see, a priority as per the priority and um, as per the story completions, I will taking the story into the demo. So for the plans, I'm making this dashboard. So here in this apps, we can uh, integrate with the JIRA tool. For example, here I'm going for a Figma. As I already said before, this is a designing application where I can refer my project which resemble to this Figma design. So in Figma design, the UI or UX developers, they already designed this project in a Figma. So I can easily refer this Figma to develop and design my project. So this type of applications can be integrated with this Jira tool. So that's it, guys. Uh, here um, we can see all the the maximum coverable fields, and how we can create this project, epic user stories and tasks, and how it can be related with one another. So the labels, assignees, priority, and everything I think we can cover. If any doubt, you can please contact me. I'm Karthika Devi. Thank you.